Legend 55.
Profile like right it's not Nasreddine
iDiskiTV, powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. There's some breaking news that the current coach, the defending Nedbank Cup champ, Nasreddine Nabi, but he has agreed to terminate a contract mutually with the Kaizer Chiefs. I don't think it's in the Lindo but now is Lindo, because this man, he was in the Netherlands for a pre-season, played a couple of games. Played a couple of friendlies. He came back. There was a problem with his wife. She was involved in a car accident. Then he was allowed some time. I believe but he came back, and then the Kaizer Chiefs were doing so well. Remember, Kaizer Chiefs winning 3 out of 3. Yeah. He also won. He drew against Sundowns, but Izolo, he suffered his first loss of the season against iSekhukhune. I don't think anyone expected Guti. This breaking news, Kaizer Chiefs hasn't confirmed anything, but we trust our journalists. Lorenz Kohler broke ezondaba namhlanje, our journalists up at iDiskiTV. Kasicele wena Lindo ukuthi ezindaba zikuthusa kangakanani ucinga ntoni ngazo mfethu?
No out here man chini sikubulisa out here. Mara sobulisa man sisazo analyze again. Man out here man ukhohle kwayisho riding. Ukuthi ayinkunzi izo retire. Izo resign, I mean to say. But I think this is more deeper than this. I don't think it's anything to do with yesterday's result, in my opinion. To be honest with you, Shane, I've got so many questions about this. So many questions. The number one question is, why did they allow him to have a preseason?
If they knew.
Make sure the Netherlands, if you knew that you're not going to keep him. Why are you investing so much money and so much effort, resources in bringing in almost plus 10 players?
Yeah.
So for me, it raises so many questions. But also, the Kaizer Chiefs management is one management and one club that would always give coaches a chance, even when they are attacked by fans, even when they are attacked by the media. Shane, they will always stick with their coach. They will always give belief to coach. There's a video no Bobby, I think last season, where he was saying, that's the trust and belief they have in their coaches. And I don't think also, I think the people that are responsible for this is the sporting director. And I think Ukaizer Junior. There was a period where I used to like him. He used to be a very clinical finisher.
Yeah.
And with this, there was supposed to be thorough research. There was supposed to be a forensic situation in this moment. The documents of a coach. Me and coach before Kulman Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah. I'm sure not all Zokjela. Uto is probably coached. Maybe not junior or now mistake. Me and release a qualification. I'm a qualified coach. I've got a diploma in coaching science. I've got SAFA qualifications. Shane. I've never said in figure clapping that you was still a document. Instead, you are recommend like in South Africa. It's a recommendation. Football brain.
Sorry, do you feel that that's what happened when Nabi? He was recommended, but
I think it's a recommendation, Shane. I think somebody recommended this guy to Ulentuza. And also you have to understand that the guy has experience. Yeah. He's played the CAF Champions League, Confederations, Young Africa. Yeah. You know, he's been to Morocco. He's well-traveled as a coach there in the northern space. But for me, deep in my heart, I believe this has nothing to do with licenses. I know that that's what they are saying in the media, that it has to do with his wife. Shane, I think, the trust broke within the club. I think there are disagreements. Maybe there's certain players that he did not want. Because you can see, Shane, there's no smoke, there's no fire without...
There's no smoke without fire.
Thank you, there's no smoke without fire.
Sure.
Shane, they've signed so many players, but 60% of those signings haven't played.
In fact, Yazi, a couple of days ago, I was checking a list of players at Kaizer Chiefs. They have over 41 players so far this season. And our coach Nabi did mention a couple of players will leave. Obviously, they have to leave because you cannot have such a big squad. Yeah. I don't care whether you want to play Telkom. There's the Carling Knockout Cup coming up. They are involved. CAF Confederations Cup. Obviously, Petway, they are competing. There's Nedbank Cup also coming up in January. But 41 players, that's too much for a coach to work with.
Shane, it's too much. But also, I just feel like with big clubs, coaches don't sign players. They are signed by the technical director and the management of the team. You can recommend as a coach to say, Mina, these are the 5 players that I think can help me. You understand, Shane? But for me, I think there's a breakdown in communication. Number one, I think it's about the players. I think there's certain players that he wanted. You might find out that he wanted Mbule, he wanted a Pasadine. There's certain players that he wanted because for him, it was not about quantity, it was about quality. He probably thought to himself, because you can see, the squad that was playing last season really improved in terms of how they started this season. He probably needed quality from that. He's probably sitting in training and thinking, I don't need this guy. I genuinely don't need this guy. Why am I here if people are going to take decisions for me? Maybe from his personal perspective, but also where he lost trust with the club. You can't blame the club also. They gave him a season, Shane. They gave him 2 transfer windows. And in those transfer windows, Shane, he became 9th. And sometimes football revolves around results. You win a cup, you're a god.
Yeah.
Right, Shane? But if we are honest, Ngale Nedbank Cup, he's 9th on the log. The most important thing in any football club is the league. Yeah. You are judged on 30 games, home and away. And home and away, Shane, he became 9th. Kaizer Chiefs did not qualify for a top 8. That was embarrassing. This is a huge brand. It's a huge brand, Shane. And for me, him not qualifying, it pulls something. There's certain thing, Shane. Now I'm committed to work. I'm committed and he's available. When Mr. Nkewu says 7 o'clock, I'm here. Yeah. And then I don't deliver on that. He's going to lose trust. You can't blame him if he doesn't say, hey, Ntwana Pega, we are not going to put you here. Because you've broken the trust. Yeah. You did not meet your mandate. There's an interview, you know what he says? He says, the coach, we've given him everything. He must win. And when I look at the Kaizer Chiefs, yes, maybe there's signings they did not get right, but every club don't get my signings right. Yeah. There's some that they got right that will fit in like a glove at Kaizer Chiefs. But for me, they expect him to win. They expect him to deliver results. But also, this season is done exceptionally well. We have to be honest. The assistant coach, Ukazri, no Pilail, they got the results. The only loss that they got is Kukun. And you have to accept that this Kukune is a tough team. That's why I'm saying it's not about yesterday. It's Kukune's the Pirates. Yeah. It's Kukune's Nigi Mamelodi Sundowns, sometimes a challenge. It gives everybody, Utintla gives every coach a challenge. They've got a very good squad. They started the season well. The momentum in Agubo is Kukune United. So any team can lose against this Kukune United. No club is expected to win every game. And losing against this Kukune United, it's not a bad thing from a football perspective. Yes, it's a painful loss, but I thought they can move on from that.
And especially the position Bagu is
yes. Yeah, and for me, Kaizer Chiefs, I said, no mistake, when we spoke here, I wasn't shocked that they lost against this Cuckoo. Did I expect them to win? For sure. But for me, a good season for Kaizer Chiefs is between 4 and 6 or 3 and 6. And for me, I thought they were building towards that. So now it's a question of continuity. Is it fair that they let go of the coach? We were having this conversation. I hope people will go back to the videos just after Nedbank Cup. I was listening to, I think it was me, it was Junior. We said, this is the right time to release him. Just after he won the Nedbank Cup, we said, this is the right time to release him. Bring in a coach that will take you to the next level.
Do you think maybe they were buying time because there's this new rule, because even Lawrence also reported that he might not be able to sit on the bench due to qualifications. I came over the weekend with that Angolan team. He might not be allowed to sit on the bench. But I'm not sure about that because for Iyanga, he was on the bench up until the finals. So I don't know. Because I remember there was a time where there was a coach who was not allowed. Was it Dan Dance who was not allowed to sit on the bench? Because Ikev now he's strict when it comes to more qualifications. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs they found a loophole in there to go, okay, now that there's this thing he might not be allowed to sit on the bench, now this is the time to release him?
Shane, I can't release the name of the player. Can't talk about the player. But even football players, even players at the club, ingeni Walker mayibuya from ekuthiwe nayibuyile ingwenya sizoshawa ke manje uyabona already the negativity around the club that is created. I believe that it's more than just tactics and what's happening on the pitch. I think the energy in and around the club, how he manages the players, how he manages the unkumbuza Thomas Tuchel is one of the best coaches but can't deal with management, can't handle players at times. So some coaches, they've got this thing, yes, they are good coaches, they can apply themselves in terms of the tactical approach and all of those things, but they can't deal with human beings. They're very aggressive. If they don't get their way, they sulk. You understand, Ashine? So for me, it's so many reasons. Obviously, we are speculating here. We are having a football conversation. I might be wrong with this, but for me, I think it's disrespect. Ugum valela away from a training ground. Leama license, I believe me, Shane. The guy is a well-experienced coach. How did you even bring him to South Africa if he doesn't have the qualifications? Did they not say to us they hired a UEFA Pro license coach?
Yeah, because that's his highest qualification. He holds a UEFA Pro license.
So the administration of Kaizer Chiefs must be questioned.
If
The
that is
administration,
true,
if that is true, I mean, that's why I choose not to believe it. Because that's a big club that.
Yeah.
They've got the best people working in administration. They've got the best people working in marketing, Shane.
Who have played football.
Who've played football.
At the highest level.
Who Jessica understands football. And for me, the question must be, if you guys are saying to us, because Bachelati Napel, Batigiti, this guy doesn't have qualification. How did he come to the country?
Before Sivala, there's a couple of coaches. On top of my mind, I have Upito Musimani. But I don't know where the
Jose Rivero.
Oh, there's also Jose Rivero.
I suspect Vivi. I'm Kumbulu Vivi. But I don't think that Jose Rivero will happen because he said himself that he won't come to Orlando Pirates. He won't coach any club.
Yeah.
Pizzo won't coach Kaizer Chiefs. I don't think he would coach Kaizer Chiefs.
One big reason why he wouldn't coach Kaizer Chiefs.
The same reasons why they let go of Nabi. Pizzo wants control, editing control, player control, policies, certain things. Leave me alone as a coach. Let me do my job. If I don't deliver, you fire me. So that's the Pizzo approach. I don't think they would accept that at Kaizer Chiefs. But for me, I think the perfect coach right now, to think about it, get to Fatlu Davis from Isimba. I think it would be a perfect coach for them. I know maybe it's not a possibility now. What will happen, I know, they will keep Usetrik, no Bilal. But for me, you get to Fatlu Davis. If not to Fatlu Davis, I'm trying to think of coaches at the top of my head. Shane, you get Marcel Cowell. You can get Marcelo Cowell from Al Ahly. Former Al Ahly coach, you can get him. If not him, Shane, there's so many limited coaches. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's so many limited, really good coaches who haven't really proven themselves in African football. Or they can get the one I like, man. The guy who Ali Hilal. I don't know why his name is not coming up. Florent Ibenge. Yeah. You know, so there's only a few coaches that can coach Kaizer Chiefs, and South African coaches, who's there, who's available, who's proven himself to lead that big institution. Pizzo is the only one available.
Pizzo is the only one available, but as Uchilo now, a problem might be power because Pizzo wants control. Yeah. And maybe the Mutawungs might not want to give him full control of the club. But thank you so much, Lindo, for your input. Besides on Coach Nasreddine Nabi, there are rumors. It says rumors because Kaizer Chiefs hasn't confirmed anything, but we're expecting a statement. There's no Puma anytime from now or tomorrow. A team has terminated the contract. Coach Nasreddine Nabi. He's currently number 3 on the log. Yeah. He's a Nedbank Cup champion. He's a defending champion in Nedbank Cup. First season, he won a trophy in Kaizer Chiefs, but finished 9th on the log. Kaizer Chiefs now, with 6 games, we're deciding to part ways with the coach. Asazi ukuthi kuzokwenzeka ntoni. We don't know ukuthi ngubani ozawuthatha in charge. Maybe they're going to bring in a new coach. Okanye bazathi uCedric no Bilal must continue with the team.
I think that's the likely to,
Hopefully bazakwenza decision.
But can they get a South African coach if they're going to do that? Can they get a South African coach to help them? Tanko.
Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching iDiski TV.
Shapunjan bafowethu ikamala Lindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiski TV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi. They call me so. Niazi bafowethu, I'm a coach for life. They are back in winning ways. Please, subscribe to iDiski TV.